Good morning, folks. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School, and I thought what I'd do this morning is something a little unconventional in my normal videos and show you a bit of an unboxing video. And we talked a little bit about this Bushcraft Survive and Thrive kit, which is a co-branded product with UCO, the Pathfinder School, Self-Reliance Outfitters, and Morakniv. And I talked a little bit about this and shot video on this product at SHOT Show this year, and it was a fairly hurried video in a public setting, and I wanted to just bring this box out into the woods and do an unboxing with you and kind of talk through the components that are in this box. And I want you to realize the reasons that this kit was put together and explain some things to you that weren't explainable necessarily in a fast-paced public setting like SHOT Show with lots of video cameras pointed at you, trying to shoot small snippets for different YouTube channels and for online publications. So I wanted to kind of take the time today to go over this box with you properly. When we first conceptualized this boxed set that we were going to put together and co-brand with these other companies we work with quite regularly, we wanted to put a collection together that was sort of a gift box that you could give someone who may enjoy time in the woods or wanted to learn about spending time in the woods, and give them some kit items that were not necessarily survival kit items, not zombie apocalypse items, not the 5 C's of survivability items, but just some good, robust products that will help you do things in the woods as you're learning to camp, bushcraft, woodcraft, whatever you choose to call your recreational time outdoors. So we wanted to add a variety of items in here from the multiple companies represented within the box, but also give you some good quality items that would also be good kit items for you to add if you're building a kit to spend time in the outdoors. So we also thought about things like cost and what's the MSRP value of a box like this going to have to be. And we decided in the very early stages of development, we wanted this thing to be at that $100 price tag or under. So we had to think about everything we wanted to cover within this box to keep the price tag or the MSRP at $99.95 or less. So let's look at what's contained in the box. Okay, the first thing that you get in this box is you get a copy of my New York Times bestseller, Bushcraft 101. And this book just gives you a basic introductory level to bushcraft and camping in general, mainly in a traditional style in the eastern woodlands. And it talks about this being a field guide to the art of wilderness survival. And survival being a relative term, whether that's short term or long term. Both of those are discussed in this book. But this is really a basic entry-level book that's good reference material for anyone, that talks about everything from building shelters to starting fires to finding your way around the woods, even to things like search and rescue, but also discusses different types of kit items to carry and why they can be useful. So we wanted to put some useful kit items within this box as well. And one of the things that I think is the most important, obviously, is the cutting tool. And a cutting tool is going to help you do lots and lots of things, whether it's just cutting fishing line or cordage, or whether it's actually manufacturing things from wood. So we wanted this to be a fairly robust knife, but it's not necessarily meant to be a one-tool option replacement for your axe or anything like that. So we didn't want to put something in here that was a really high dollar knife, but we wanted it to be a very quality knife. So Mora makes a quality blade. And we went with the Mora Kanzball, which is a very popular redesign of the Mora 2000 type knife. It has a really nice blade profile. It's made from stainless steel, so it takes less required maintenance in the field. It has a really nice area on the front that's actually built in this knife to help it be a better knife for skinning game. So it's a very good woods knife for that. It's got a nice Scandi grind on the first half of the blade, which is where you're going to do a lot of your wood processing and fine carving work, which makes it very good for that. And it also has the 90-degree spine, which makes it a good striker for a ferro rod, and also helps you to produce finer shavings when you're processing tinder materials. So this knife, coming with a plastic sheath and a nice leather loop on the belt for the belt here, is a very good basic belt knife that you can carry with you to recreate in the outdoors. And again, remember that we're not talking about necessarily building a survival kit here, where every item has to be the last ditch bomb-proof piece of kit we have. We're trying to build just a basic kit to have fun outdoors. So you get a good knife in this kit. The next thing we wanted to make sure that you had was something good to carry water over distance and possibly cook things if you needed to, or make small meals from dehydrated foods, or just add water foods on the trail. So we went with the Pathfinder stainless steel cup and bottle set, which is probably our #1 seller at Self-Reliance Outfitters. Of all of our products, it's probably our stainless steel bottle and cup set. And you get a stainless steel lid. You get a hanging device for the cup. I'll show you how that works in just a minute, in case you're not familiar with it. Then you get a stainless steel bottle and cup. And to me, I think stainless steel containers are important. Number one, they're highly durable. Number two, they're impervious to fire, so I can take the cap off of this and put this directly in the fire to heat my water for disinfection, or to make medicine, make tea, make hot chocolate, make coffee, or even cook a stew in if I wanted to, and it's not going to be a problem. And then I have a cup that I can also cook in, or that I can drink my liquids out of after the fact, or just drink water out of while I'm cooking my food. But this cup has got graduation markers on the inside of it, and it comes with a straining device type lid, so that if you're cooking something in it, you need to strain it off, you can do that. The reason it has slots in the lid like this is so that I can use this hanging device in conjunction with it to create a hanging pot over the fire for cooking my food. And the lid can be removed and replaced even with the handle in. So that makes it convenient for both cooking over the fire as well as just being a normal drinking cup. And so we thought that that kit of a 32-ounce bottle, a 26-ounce cup, that could be a small bush pot or a cup, would give you a nice option for starting your journey into recreating outdoors. And really that's what this is all about, just giving someone an introductory kit of items that they can take with them to put in their kit for outdoor recreation. And I think this bottle and cup set adds dramatically to that kit and gives you a good solid piece of gear along with a good knife. Now, the next thing that is really important is to be able to start a fire. You're going to want to be able to cook food, you're going to want to be able to stay warm, and all those types of things. And a good campfire is the memory of camp life. I mean, that's your television of the outdoors. So we wanted to put some products in here based around fire, and Yuko has some very good, trustworthy products for that. The first one is their waterproof, stormproof match. And I've done videos on this separately. There's lots of videos of these online. They burn very, very well. You can actually put them underwater while they're lit and pull them out and they will stay lit. They come in a waterproof container. They have extra strikers on the inside, a striker on the outside. They have some cotton batting material for tinder if you need it in the top. And it gives you multiple fires in inclement weather conditions. Now they also have a new strikeable fire device out called Sweet Fire. And this is a product obviously being called Sweet Fire. This is made from a sugar cane byproduct. And this is very much like a large match that has a tinder material on it that burns for several minutes. So you have a box that's very much like an old box of Strike Anywhere matches. And it has these triangles in it called Sweet Fire. And you can see all this stuff is wrapped really well. There's some extra strikers in there as well. And all you do is remove these from the packaging, and you can break them off a triangle at a time, just like this. And once you break that off, it becomes a strikeable match. Now, just as a little bit of a novelty in this kit, or in this box, we have also put material inside this box for packing material that actually is a viable tinder. We can actually take this out, take our striker here, light up a sweet fire. And use this to light our fire. Okay? So that's just a little bonus. You can shove all of this into a tinder bag and you have a nice little bird nest of tinder to take with you as well. And the last product that we have in here is the Yuko lantern, and this is kind of a traditional type product, but I really like mine and I've been carrying it for a long time. And it gives you that candle lantern ambiance around your camp that you just can't get from a flashlight. It's a good product, made in the USA by Yuko. It's got an 8-hour burn candle in it that's replaceable. Take it out the bottom. It's spring loaded so you can replace the candle. As it burns, it pushes it up. It's got a hanger so you can hang it from a ridgeline or from your tent or from a nail in a tree, whatever you want to do around camp, around the picnic table. And it folds up very small when you're done, and you can shove it right in your backpack, and it's ready for the next outing. So we tried to put several products in here that reflect that camp life mentality or that camping mentality, and give you products that are usable, but also give you products that will help you learn about the things that you want to do outdoors by giving you a book that teaches you about other techniques, other pieces of kit and gear that you can get. But this gives you a good starter base kit to put with your tent or your hammock or whatever you're camping in, to take with you in the woods, and you can enjoy the outdoors a little bit more. But it's not a survival kit. It's called a Survive and Thrive kit, but that's just a catchphrase. It's a bushcraft kit of items that we've put together as a gift package that you can give your father, your brother, your nephew, your son, your scout, whoever you've got that you want to give a gift of the outdoors to, your daughter, your niece, your granddaughter. This is the perfect gift for them. Okay, so this boxed Bushcraft Survive and Thrive kit will be available through SRO. It will also be available through some major retailers. I know that Smoky Mountain Knife Works has ordered at least 100, maybe 200 of these boxes already, and they are being currently manufactured for shipment to some of these retail chain stores and some of these privately owned retail stores as well. So be patient, it's coming out. You can check with SRO probably and find out when it's going to be available through us. Again, the MSRP on it is $99.95, and you get, I think it's pretty close to $130 worth of gear in this box if you were paying full MSRP. So we tried to put something together that would give you a nice gift set that you could give to someone else of trustworthy and good gear to use in the outdoors. But again, we were trying to build something that was fun. And I think the gear that's in here allows you to have fun and to learn. And to me, that's what being outdoors is all about. I think we spend a lot of time in this community being confused, and everything has to be about survival, or everything has to be about bushcraft, or everything has to be about primitive skills. It's really about all of that rolled into an enjoyable time in front of a fire, in a hammock, swaying in the breeze, hot dogs over the fire, a nice warm cup of coffee, and a nice night's sleep under the stars. I'm Dave Canterbury with Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School. I appreciate you joining me today for this quick unboxing review video of the Bushcraft Survive and Thrive kit from Yuko, Self-Reliance Outfitters in the Pathfinder School, and Morakniv. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can, guys. Thanks.